You're listening to the Laugh Button Podcast on the Riotcast Network, riotcast.com.
All right, we'd like to welcome our guests, Keith and the Girl, to the podcast, and Danny, I should say. Keith and the Girl and Danny to the Laugh Button Podcast. Over 10 years in the books now. In the podcasting world, these two have done notable guests: Doug Stanhope, Mark Maron, Bobcat Goldthwait, won multiple awards.
And Mark Seaman.
Yeah, that just happened. That's a thing. It's official. That's like your Troll 2. My appearance is like your Troll 2.
We're going to need a quote from you about how you felt about that on the show so we could boast it on our website.
Yeah,
please.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Published a book called What Do We Do Now? Keith and the Girl's Smart Answers to Your Stupid Relationship Questions. And beyond the podcast to Keith, 11 albums. Is it 11 albums? Did I count right?
I'm the guest. I'm not here to correct. 12 albums.
12.
He just recorded his 13th, though.
Jesus, man. That's awesome. Congrats on that. And you put out a book as well, right? About your little autobiography, self-published.
An autobiography called The Great American Novel, My Life to 30 Years Old. And I'm still making it, so maybe we'll do a part 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
And if you two could introduce Danny, because I mean, this guy was awesome to me yesterday. He welcomed me onto your podcast and brought me water and a red cup, which was nice.
Danny is the reason that we don't argue more often, Keith and I. Danny started off as an intern, I think once or twice a week, and now he works in our studio every day. He has a show on our network called That's the Show with Danny. He's one of the funniest people I've ever met, and I don't know, when we don't, he's the tiebreaker of the room.
Oh,
you know
gotcha.
what I mean?
He's the third vote.
Yeah, he's like, parents got divorced, and it's like, hey, kid, who's right here? Right? That's what parents do when they get divorced. They look at their kid and ask them what the right and wrong situation is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we make him feel at home. He's from Oklahoma, so we fight like his parents, and then we go, Danny, what should we do now?
And you're like, oh, that was just like back in 1986 when my dad and mom fought over the graham crackers, and
Exactly.
I went with dad on that one.
He had better food at his house, You gotta go with dad sometimes.
How many parents are still together, divorced? Keith, your parents together, divorced?
Of course together. Christian, very together. I don't think they want to be.
Yeah. Sleep in separate bedrooms now? What's their...
No, that would be the same as divorce. You lay next to each other and you seethe. And you don't leave no matter what. When my mom tells me too many times, at least she got our kids out of the marriage, it's a clue something's up. When my dad reminds me he had a chance to be with a millionaire woman, that's another clue. But yes, they are together. Put me down for a positive family.
Nice. Had the chance.
The last time I spoke to my parents, they were still together, but I haven't spoken to them in a very long time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Who knows what's going on over there?
Yeah, we talked about this a smidge yesterday. You're kind of, you cut the cord, and it wasn't cable.
Yeah.
It was your
I cut the
lifeline
cable
to your
cord
parents.
too, though.
Oh, you did that
Yeah,
too?
yeah,
I did that recently as well. It's very refreshing.
Oh, it's so liberating.
Aren't we just the best?
Oh my God, I don't even have a TV.
So you traded your parents for Netflix.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's a good move, and it's less expensive. They live in Israel. It's like a long flight.
And then you can use your friend's parents' password.
For love.
Exactly.
It would be pretty. Would you guys have traded your parents for someone else's parents? Like, did you have that one friend?
Oh, fuck yeah. Hold on. I've already got the answer. Oh, you're not done? Yes, it was going to be, my parents were going to be Kurt Russell and Lisa Gibbons.
He's not kidding.
Lisa Gibbons.
Yeah.
You just a fan of the talk show? Or did you like her height? What was the attraction there?
This is back in the day, Entertainment Tonight.
Okay.
And she gave celebrity news like it was a friendly conversation. Not too serious, but with the importance it deserves. I can see her being a good mother, making sandwiches with care. And my dad just being the fucking coolest rock star in town.
Snake Plissken.
Amen. Yeah. Amen.
And he'd have a second chance at a millionaire, right? It would be the deal for him.
Right.
Who's he married to in real life? Goldie Hawn?
Goldie Busted
I
Hawn.
No, they never got married.
Oh, yeah, they're one of those like long-term, never married.
And
we got
It's like get married and get it over with or stop fucking around, you know?
what did you pick them in the marriage pool or something
did,
years
and
ago, Danny? You was like,
I know.
Lost
Really got
$5 20 years ago. You're still
Like his
upset.
eyes
But it was worth
they
30
rolled
back
back so
then.
far.
Hilarious. So your parents, you don't even know the status. They could be dead for all you know.
I have siblings, so I might get a text about it when it happens,
Right.
But
Wow. Okay.
for now, I think they're breathing next to each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Danny, yours are separated.
Very
They don't
divorced.
talk to each other. It's
Yeah, not if
weird.
they can help
Holidays
it.
are weird.
Yeah, holidays are bad. Just because, like,
You don't get.
This
you don't
is
get
like the depressing part of the podcast.
It's not.
Well, no, I'm learning about it. I don't know
bad.
this guy.
My
so.
parents loves me very much and still do.
Yeah,
Loved.
okay. I talked to his mom. Ooh.
Let's go.
Wait,
A
what?
little strong.
Let's go around the room and see who knows anybody who just died.
I know. That's where I feel like we're going here.
No, we won't get to that. We won't get to that.
And then when that priest raped me, they were very sympathetic to my troubles.
So you were raised Catholic as well.
I was raised
Yeah,
Catholic.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not a big problem anymore. It's just it's a weird argument to get. In
I
the
feel
middle
like
of.
you just that really happened, but you're just playing it off.
No,
now
I mean
as
the
if,
rape
like,
thing happens every day to me with like the news and stuff. But
Jesus, man.
in
He's
terms
intense.
in terms of an actual priest raping me, that hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
But
Yet.
fingers crossed.
He's holding out.
I just
That's
hang
another
out.
bet he has going.
Hang out outside of white collar stores.
But what happens when you go home for the holidays? Do you spend time at each one, or does everybody get
Ye-
together and it's a mess?
Oh no! I spend time at each one. I'll spend most of the time I spend at my mom's.
Do they bitch about the other person?
Oh, yeah, my mom does for sure. I'm forgetting
Yeah.
this isn't behind a paywall like my show is. I'm just just being loosey goosey. But yeah, my mom. I'm sure my dad hates it also, but he's not as vocal about it. But my mom makes a point about expressing her displeasure.
Do you think your childhood is what led you to comedy? To be a stand? Like, was that your outlet?
I mean,
The only reason I bring this up is because I interviewed Kevin Pollak recently, right, about Misery Loves Comedy. And the whole, have you guys seen the documentary? Him that you guys haven't seen it yet?
That's a no.
What? You know, you need to prep us
just-
ahead of time for this
Oh, no,
shit.
no, no. It's
no, no,
okay.
no,
Oh no! Apparently, I didn't respect him enough. Oh fuck!
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw you guys under the bus.
I saw Women Aren't Funny. Have you seen Bonnie McFarlane's movie?
Have.
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go.
I saw an early cut actually.
Ow.
Look at this guy. Was in the editing room. He made some of the decisions.
Oh.
No, fuckers. No.
No, I like Kevin Pollak. He throws the paint on the stuff, and he's like, "Hey, how do you know when you're done?" Well, how do you know when you're done having sex? I don't know. I come, dummy. Anyway, he probably does an impression.
That's
thinking of
great.
Jack off Paulo.
Hilarious.
Yes. What about you and the Great Pollock?
Oh no, I was just saying. So did Misery lead you to doing comedy, or like did you find solace in that?
I'm
because
sorry.
of-
What did Kevin have to say about it?
Well, that's what Kevin was trying to. I don't want to spoil it for you,
kind of
man.
the whole point of the documentary. He was trying
Don't
to get to
spoil the
bottom
fact
of
that comics aren't happy.
He went out there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
he
stretch.
did.
It's a stretch.
He did.
I don't know. I guess so. I mean, I'm not good at anything else, but
Okay.
my stupid brain can make funny things happen sometimes. So
Okay.
I went with that.
And you can't get fired from comedy, right?
Hopefully
it's
not.
the most reliable job out there on the market.
He gets close.
I was a clown before this, so I fit like all the stereotypes.
Oh,
The
geez.
crying clown, the crying comic. Yeah, it's all great.
What a weird experience. You know who else was a clown? Alison Brie. She was
Annie on
a-
Community.
Yeah.
Have you seen her documentary?
No.
That's where and you're in the
great,
business.
That's because I'm living it, Pete. That's because I'm fucking living it. It's still being filmed.
Oh, so you saw an early cut of it?
Yeah, yeah.
So, Matt, do you have anything to say about it?
No, clearly not.
Oh man. All right, so 10 years in the books. Did that mean anything to you guys? Like when it hit,
Nah.
did it feel?
Another year. What, a number's a number.
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
even know what age is. Do you know what I mean? Who gives
Yeah.
a fuck? No, it's nice people care, but they're on 10. I don't know if you got to put a milestone on something. We're the only ones who did it at the time.
Well,
okay.
That's why I bring it up, right? Because I mentioned Adam Curry to you guys yesterday, and
Yeah.
I felt like,
And we almost killed you.
yes, you almost killed me, and I barely know the guy. I talked to him once, but you guys
Good
seem,
hair.
Fuck, man, are you serious? Still?
you guys seem pretty upset about it. So what's the deal? Like,
Well, at this point, I wouldn't say we're upset. He's a joke. At the time,
May I do the short version?
Sure.
Or try to do the short version? He was basically the first person to start a podcasting network. We got a hold of one of the contracts that people were signing their podcasts away to him.
because they're excited about Mr. MTV's
Yeah,
Sure.
going to make
Good
me
hair,
money.
you know, all that
Right.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
he was like the first one to promise money outside of like you're gonna do it yourself and get money.
And he was
so-
popular. I remember when Guns N' Roses threw beer cans at his head during an interview. I mean, this was a big guy.
So
Motley Crue doesn't respect. I mean, nobody respected him then.
Keith-
Looking
Keith.
back, he was never good in these interviews.
Keith,
Yes.
I feel like I just want to run a marathon next year, just so we can talk the whole time. I just, you know what I mean? Because I need the full 23 miles and change to get to the bottom of your backstory.
I'm a banana here and again.
So somebody sent us a copy of the contract, and we read it. We had a whole show where we just read and picked it apart. Where in layman's terms, it wasn't even like weird lingo of like lawyers.
Lawyer speak or anything.
Yeah.
It was right. It was in layman's terms.
Yeah. So
Was it in crayon?
It should have been, because we were
Comic
breaking it apart.
Sans.
He owns your show. He owns you. If you leave his company, he's taking your show with him.
Oh, wow.
He's not necessarily guaranteeing you money. It has all these stipulations.
if you
where
leave-
Did it have merch rights and stuff like that in there as well?
I think so. I think
I
that
think
was
so.
all part of
And
it.
if you leave, you don't get your show title as well.
Oh wow.
So you could have just changed your show title to like "Fuck Adam," you know?
You
think-
could
Great.
and hope that catches on.
Yeah.
Hope enough people want to fuck him. You know
No,
what
that's
I mean?
bad.
I mean, there
So,
are so many things.
so the
He would-
contract was really bad, and you guys were clearly not going to do that,
The
right?
contract was disgusting. Let me think of some more shady things. If anybody's thinking, then you don't sign the contract.
While you're thinking of that,
No, I thought of it, but go ahead.
The contract, what we were trying to do is warn what felt like, there was a shift in podcasting, and it felt like, oh, now everyone's going to make money, and we were warning them.
Yeah.
We think that this is not the way that you're going to make money. This is just you giving up what podcasting is supposed to be, which is this free way of speaking and putting things
course.
out and having your own shit behind it.
Right.
Keith.
He would.
I can't wait.
He'd take other shows, including our show, put it on his network, and then put an ad around the show as though it was his show. And then he also went
With no permission to do this.
with no
from us.
permission. Then
Yeah,
went
because you
and-
didn't have any contract signed with him.
Not
You
at
just
all.
Did this.
Not
Okay.
at all. So he's making ads off that to hear our show. Then he would take our show and put it. You know how you have the MP3 tags in it,
course.
the artist.
Yeah,
you
the
know,
metadata and all that
exactly. So he would put his information into our show.
Really?
Oh,
Or,
wow.
or our information to his? Or
No,
how
he's
did he get
putting
our
his
feed?
information. He would take everybody's feed.
That's right.
And then they made a program where his metadata goes into that. And so now you're seeing Keith and the Girls part of the Pod Show Network, whatever
Gotcha.
it was at the
Right.
time. Yeah.
Wow.
He's a slimy, shady fuck. And then, you look back and there's just all these weird deals.
So
he
what
was
do you
part
think of Rob Sprance? No, I'm just joking. The head of Riotcast. I'm just-
Oh, we met him. Nice guy.
Yeah. I was trying to start a fight here or
Yeah,
something. I don't know.
Oh, why do you want to do that?
I'm
Hey, let's
just
go around the
fucking
room.
around.
Who knows someone who died? Jesus Christ.
What mile are you on right now, Mark?
I'm on mile 2, I think. Or
It's gonna be a
mile-
long marathon for you.
Yeah.
We're not hippies. We have no problem with the man or working for somebody.
Yeah.
But no, this was beyond. And
I'm a hippie, but
it's an old Keith and the Girl show if you want to hear it, called The Pod Show Contract. It goes into a lot of detail, but yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, even after that, you had people just holding on to this thing like he's a famous guy and I'm going
Right.
to sign this, and they would say, "Oh, he's not going to really take my
Yeah,
show."
yeah, yeah.
Then why would he
Then why
write
would put
it?
the language in there?
Yeah,
Right.
he's clearly saying that. All right, so
And
you started this shit.
You asked.
no, that's fun. That's okay.
not enough. I did not get enough apologies from podcasters.
That's the title of Keith's second book.
I did not get enough
God.
apologies. Where am
I am owed
apologies?
some apologies,
story of his
motherfucker.
life.
Last page of my next book is going to be you empty space. You can write
Instead
an
of-
apology letter.
Instead of acknowledgments, it's you
Is
acknowledging
it with a
people.
self-addressed stamped envelope so I could send it right back to you?
Right, I include the stamp. That's right.
The quote at the beginning is from you. It says, "I forgive you."
But like, oh, Keith,
Epigraph.
you're picking on Mr. MTV. He has the he has his eyes set on the goal.
Wait, hold
et
on.
cetera, et
Is he
cetera.
Mr. MTV? He was a guy from MTV.
Yeah,
Right,
like 30 years ago.
Right. But anyway, their shows fail. I know a lot of people that did lose their show title, this kind of thing, because everything he wrote in the contract, he's going to take advantage of. And only about half those people apologized. And
Well-
it kind of bums me out.
Well, your show used to be used to be called Keith and Hemda, and then you went with that pod
Right.
show contract, and
Right.
then
I changed it. It had to be called The Girl. And
I was going to say, what's he going to do with Mike and John's podcast title if Mike and John aren't
Right.
hosting it?
He hopes
You know?
he has.
Yeah, really.
He hopes he has every show on his network. Like you would go
Owner's
there.
rights. He could sell ads on your show forever.
Right, and if he has enough shows, then
Yeah.
it could mean something to an advertiser.
there's lots of Mikes and Johns out there, you know.
Yeah, there are,
Right.
especially in the podcasting world. All right, so because 10 years have gone by, and we had this discussion earlier when
I've
we were...
decided to forgive Adam Curry. yes.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Well,
You heard it
now,
here
now that
first.
you said
You heard it
that,
here first.
Adam, if you want to come out, Adam, if you want to
Hey, Keith, that's me.
come on out, Adam.
Hey, Adam.
Shouldn't have given that beer bottle.
I know.
Those things you said made me so
definitely
sad.
gripped
What
the
would
beer
you do
bottle.
if Adam really came out right now?
I
That
would
would be the best.
I would laugh my balls off. It would be very funny to see what he would say. Because I don't even have, like, he knows he lost that.
Yeah.
He knows, not to brag, we're being successful. It would be funny to see his face.
Sure. All right. So with 10 years gone, when do you guys feel the shift in podcasting truly changed? Because we were talking about this earlier with Comedy News. He feels
I think
Matt
it's very recently.
Matt feels it was very recently with the success of Serial being so big that now parents, like our parents are like, hey, do you do this podcasting thing? Do
I
you know what
should
this?
start talking to my parents. I'd have another listener.
Yeah. But when did you guys really feel like podcasting changed more towards what it's like today versus when you guys started? Because everybody back then was figuring it the fuck out, right? What
think
equipment were you using? What mics were good? How are we even going to put this on the internet?
Oh, yeah.
You're figuring out all of that stuff. Now it's like you can go buy a podcasting kit. It seems like
Right.
like you
Those
can
were
buy
always hilarious. The
Right.
podcasting kits, like, oh, you mean the 4-track that you bought
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
store? And
Yeah.
a couple mics. That
And a
came
couple
with it?
mics, right.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck equipment. Nobody wants to hear about the equipment.
but
No,
we're
I'm talking about when do you feel
milestones
like-
in the shift.
Yeah, when do you feel like it really shifted? Because now there's
Oh, yeah, thanks for asking.
advertising companies that solely exist to put advertising onto podcast
Right.
networks and shows. I mean, that clearly didn't exist.
Well, for us, it changed when we had to actually make the decision to. We either have to drop our job that's more reliable and that we've been doing for a while, like the waiter job and the clown job. We had to drop that. Believe it or not, that was our steady gig.
Heavily weighted this clown gig.
Yup. Yeah. It was a good job.
Yeah.
Were you doing like private parties though, like
All the private
BMW had you like? Or,
I had all the private kids. I was like a priest.
BMW is big
nice to meet
male
you.
women, right?
Big male women? Sure.
Okay. All right.
We had to make that choice because we were putting so much work into the podcast, and so for us, it was then. There was also a shift where I was saying that I was a podcaster for a living, and I knew I couldn't really say that everywhere because
Yeah.
they're like, "What's that? Is that in your basement of your mom's house?"
Right.
And,
Yeah, yeah.
You know, while you're
Explaining
eating
it.
grilled cheese. I don't know. But as soon as I think it was about 5 years ago where I started saying I'm a podcaster, and people were like, "Oh, cool."
I'd say about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And even before that, it was a big deal when I think it was the iPod even.
Yes, that
when,
was that was
when
the shit.
podcasting was
There was
a
an-
it was like a
category.
feature.
The
Yeah.
app and- okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys see a huge spike in numbers when that happened? Because you have this huge back catalog already. You know what I mean? And
We
people
were-
discover you and go, holy shit, they've been around for so long.
I don't think we were obsessed with numbers or even knew where to look for the numbers at all. I think we just kind of went by, oh, we're getting more email or, more people are responding to our call to action or
Yeah.
something. I don't think that we knew because it wasn't like advertisers were asking how many listeners
course.
really. We were just kind of getting advertising for the people who were already listening to us because they were like, hey, every time you say a .com, I go, how about I hear my .com on your show? And that's how
Sure.
advertising used to work.
Yeah, used to.
Yeah.
Remember that, guys? Remember
Yeah.
the good old days?
Yeah, now they're asking for packages, and I'm like, sure, here's a screen grab.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah, here's a screen grab my niece drew. Looks close enough.
Well,
She's a great artist.
I mean, yeah, but it's an interesting art form because like I feel like it's a more active fan base. Where I was talking the other day with someone about radio you can listen to passively. It's playing in the background. You walk into a room, it's on. You don't really have to pay attention. But for podcasts, you need to be a little bit tech savvy. You need to kind of know what's going on. And you need to actively seek out for these and find these fan bases in these podcasts. So I do think that there is a smarter audience that you can kind of market to as opposed to just radio.
Well, I also think that there's not like some sort of the man looking over you and being
Yeah.
like, here's what people are listening to. You say the time every 10 minutes, and then you say...
there's no like station clock or anything like that.
Yeah, so you are actually directly involved with your listener. Like you are really talking to them rather than a filter of, it would be a great segment. No,
Yeah.
douchebag with a ponytail who thinks that everything he's doing is current, but
it's
it's
always
not.
the guy with the
Well,
ponytail, huh?
On that tip, I think that was. I'm sure you're familiar. A couple weeks ago with Howard Stern and Ari Shafir about their podcast.
Oh my God, Howard, I love you, but why?
I said the same thing about
Yeah.
how out of touch he just seemed about like. podcasting gets rid of all the shitty parts of radio. You don't have to get up in the morning. You don't have to do a station clock. You can just kind of talk. You don't need to cut for a commercial or
The
anything.
stuff that he bitches about on a daily basis.
And the stuff he fought about his entire career.
Yes.
His entire career.
He's part of the reason.
Yeah. So it felt like, like your dad, like you saw your dad lose a step. Like you're like, oh man, like dad's kind of lost it. He's not really in touch anymore.
Take it easy on Howard. Eric, the actor, just died. He's all out of whack.
That's his death when we go.
Yeah.
around.
Oh, shit. You get wait, hold on. You got dibs on Eric? Shit. All right.
But it was sad hearing that because like he's a guy that everyone in podcasting like kind of idolized.
You know what
I would say.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do I do equate it to when you have. I bring up this example when you have brides that have put their bridesmaids in shitty dresses and terrible hairstyles, and they know it.
Yeah,
and it's
just to make them look better.
It's not necessarily to make them look better because they know these ugly dresses and ugly buns are going to ruin their photos that they want to have forever. But they're going to make them do it because they had to do it.
Yeah.
And maybe Howard's like, you don't get to just start where I'm at now. You have to start in the mail room
gotta go
at
to
a radio
or in
show.
a market in the middle of nowhere where you got to build a family. I guess there's that too.
Like there's no work in creating a fan base via podcast.
Well, there is now because it's so oversaturated, right? You guys think it's oversaturated?
There's an audience for everyone.
I do agree with that because people do ask me that. Like, isn't it too late? There's 6,000 TV channels. I don't
true.
think I'm exaggerating.
Yeah.
Is there going to be another great show?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think there'll be. Yeah, totally.
Thank you.
People will
you
find
have
it.
You have to sift through some stuff, but I feel like that's why podcasting, people listen to your show more often because somebody recommended it than it having anything else to do with the media.
All right. Moving along here, Matt.
Danny, moving along.
Sorry I have to do this to you, Keith, but Matt wants to talk 1999 and the day you purchased thesimpsonsmovie.com.
Oh, yeah.
And,
I didn't know this happened. He told me this earlier. Like, I need to know the story.
So I would be one of these. They call them squatters.
Yeah. I'm familiar with that term.
Yeah, I was one of those guys too, by the way.
That's why BruceSpringsteen.com does not exist. It's BruceSpringsteen.net.
What is your favorite holding
Microsoft, but Mike Rowe, like I spelled it Mike. Like, so I would get all these, like, I got Hotmail at hotmail.com, but HOTMALE.
Well, hey, you could sell that to like a porn.
That's a gold mine.
Mobile.
Yeah, it was a gold mine in 1997 when I got that shit.
I'll give you $20 right now for it.
I don't own it anymore.
Hotmail.
I have no problem with that kind of stuff. I would try to get either I would get the actual thing or I'd be out because I feel like I'd be there all day.
Yeah.
Right,
So I got the SimpsonsMovie.com, the Godfather4.com. Obviously never happened yet.
Wait, number 4 or spelled out or both?
The number 4.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's the way to play it, right?
Sure, of course.
Duke Nukem for the video game. That ended up being a failure. They didn't even want it.
It took like 20 years for Duke Nukem 2 to come out, didn't it?
Yeah. AmericanVirgin.com was a movie with Mina
Sorvari. I always get it mixed up. Sorvari and Sorvari. I have this conversation with my wife all the time.
Mina
I can
Savaria?
never.
Yeah, it was Savari. It was the one with the rose petals in that movie.
American Beauty.
Where he's a pedophile, and you're supposed to feel for him.
Hey, come on. He's existential.
Right. He's deep. So anyway, I would buy all these, and then, I mean, you're paying $75 a year, and that's it,
Yeah.
Did you work yourself into debt cyber squatting?
I would have, and I had to let him go. I owned every cast member of Mad TV.
So you're the reason we have arty-lang.com and not artylang.com? Is that what you're saying, Keith?
Alex Borstein. 3 X's. But it is fun to see they have them now.
Yeah.
Can I mention?
So did you
one
sell
of the
them back?
main
Did you make
ones?
any money?
The biggest one was episode2.com. Episode
Oh, wow.
II.
Sure.
And that was when Star Wars.
Star Wars,
came
sure.
out.
No, but there was also.
There's a bigger one.
Oh.
This one was my first one.
BarackObama.com.
That was like
You saw that far into the future?
Right. That was $2,000. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say you squatted on one because you were a fan and you wrote him an email saying like I'm only holding this because I don't want anyone to get it and have ransom over you.
Oh
or
my God,
whatever.
it's amazing.
And the guy just got mad.
AnthonyCumia.com.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa!
He's just like, some podcaster thinks it's cool to squat on my name, and we're like, no, he sent you an email saying he has it, and you can have it.
And he
feel like-
wrote me back. And he wrote me back and went, lawyers, what are you gonna do? And it's like,
Whoa!
Did you ever go on the show because of that? Like, did you?
no.
That's why we don't own laughbutton.com.
Right. Oh yeah.
No, we own the laughbutton.
Yeah, we had to go with the
Wow.
left.
But it's funny because we own all the intellectual property, so like they can't do anything with it.
Right.
And I've asked him for it, and the guy's like, "Oh, give me like $800 million."
See, that's-
It's like, "Go fuck off, dude."
Do you have a trophy case at home with like a special made,
For each one?
plate for each one of all the website domains you squatted?
So The Simpsons was I got the most money for.
Yeah,
it.
I would imagine so.
And I said that, and I didn't like the way 20th Century Fox was talking to me,
Oh my god!
being so demandful.
They didn't apologize enough.
You don't have to apologize,
You
but
fill out the back of your next book.
it goes through an arbitrator. I'm on the phone talking to him because we're talking from different coasts. I say I'm working on a O.J. Simpson movie, and I don't know, I can't say how much, but it worked. It worked out. It's not to live on, but it was pretty nice. So I'm pleased with that. As for if I'm a piece of shit being a squatter, I don't think so. To me, it seems Anthony Cumia, I'll just give it to him. It seems like you're people that buy houses to sell them more.
Yeah.
Right.
But you knew the guy
you're
wanted
flipping
the
a house.
You're
Yep.
flipping out. You knew the guy wanted the house and he could have bought it for less. Why didn't you let him have it?
Yeah.
Because you saw a deal
Yeah.
and you took it.
You know what's up.
Yes.
So
what
did you
happened-
take the money that you got from that Simpsons ordeal and actually shoot an O.J. Simpson movie? Did you
Yeah.
turn that into a short film?
It ruined my artistic mind, and the movie never happened, and that's on 20th Century Fox. So.
Did they make you like send a few pages of a script to verify your
something on
claims?
spec.
Yeah.
The arbitrator may have asked, like, what happens in this movie, and I think, it's basically like about the family.
No,
The
You should be like,
synopsis.
well, this is how it ends. He's in a white Bronco going down the highway. You had the story.
we had to hire a designer to make like.
Oh, we made yes.
Wait, what?
We
Yeah, didn't-
hired a designer to make a Simpsons movie website.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
And what didn't help us.
You couldn't just like throw up a picture.
No.
No, we had to make it look like it was a real deal.
It was so specific that our artist drew it so well. We're like, no, you can't just draw the Simpson characters. You have to draw like a fakakta version
yeah,
of
you
them.
have to make it kind of look a little
yeah.
off.
Yeah,
Right.
so we're like, less talent.
Oh my god.
Well, he
funny.
did something. I think it was before I went the OJ route.
That wasn't even the first path. That
No,
was-
he did. He was saying, "Look, you want to give me this money for The Simpsons?" Because he had like Flanders was fucking the dog, and all this stuff, and that he could be sued for because his drawing was so good.
Yeah.
He had to make it bad drawing. Like
Right.
Bart had to have not enough spikes. You know what I mean? Something like that.
That
that's
happened
so
to Danny, though. Danny had DannyHatch.com. And what happened, Danny?
I let it lapse. Someone bought it for me and then transferred it to me, and I just let it lapse. And then it was like $300-400 to get it back, and I just
And now it's like 8,000 because he keeps checking.
right.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. They're seeing all
That's the
this.
big scam of it all. Is they keep
Yeah.
checking. if
You know,
can
that
look
happened to
for
me with MarkSaysHi.com. I had it for a long time, and then the company who I originally bought the domain from went out of business, and it went to some other company,
That's
and
not fair.
I didn't know like what happened. Long story short, like all of a sudden I couldn't get into my website. I didn't know what was going on, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on here?" Found this company in South Africa now has it,
Right.
and I'm like, "All right, how much money do you want?" And they said $500, and I was super poor. You know, I didn't have any money. I was like, "How the fuck am I gonna come with $500? I gotta get this back."
Right.
So I did. I worked a whole bunch of jobs like on films and commercials just to get it back. But thank God I did, because who knows how much it would be worth now. Like once I got on the radio, and then you know what I mean, they would have
Right.
charged me a fortune.
I mean,
you
the
know?
internet's kind of a fad anyway, so I think websites are
Yeah.
on the way
They're
out.
on the way
Yeah,
out.
they're done. They're done.
Well,
All
now
right,
he
so
has DannyHatch.net.
satisfied with the
I am
Simpsons?
satisfied. And for the record, I own MattKleinschmidt.com. Spent $13
Yeah.
on it.
Do
Yeah,
you-
but who could spell it?
That's the
Yeah, that's true.
There's like 2 other Matt Kleinschmidts out there, and every time a new social media pops up, it's a race to get Matt Kleinschmidt on all of them. So I just like go and bookmark.
Should get it on
myself.
Elo.
I did get it on Elo.
Nice, bro.
Yeah. The week and a half or the 3 days people gave a shit about Elo.
Yeah, Elo was so close to becoming a thing, and then everyone was like, "Wait, what? What are we doing?"
exactly.
Do you ever worry though when you spend $13 on a website that like I could just call and go, hey, it's me, Matt. I want to change it over here. Yeah, I don't care. I get $13 a year from this asshole.
Yeah, I'm sure that's something like. But I actually use it. I put stuff up.
Right. By the way, I own DannyHatch.com.
You son of a bitch! You told me 10 times that wasn't you.
I feel like you're squatting on more that you don't want to let out of the bag either.
I'm really not. It is a shame. Like, you know what?
It is a shame.
CliveOwen.com. I saw him in a BMW commercial,
great.
and he was going to be the next fucking big
I
thing.
remember those commercials. They were online only. They were super cool. They were like,
Yeah.
they were
moving.
Wait, what are you, a
style.
Clive Owen historian?
No,
What
just
the
before
fuck?
Clive Owen was Clive Owen.
Jesus Christ.
Before that movie that he was in, whatever, No
Right.
Country for Old Men, no whatever
Right.
movie. Yeah, they were like little cinema movies. BMW commissioned like 6 of them or something.
Yeah, and he was like James Bond.
Yeah,
He's-
James
that guy would have
Bond
made a
transporter style, like
Yeah.
super awesome.
he would have made a great James Bond, by the way,
Yeah.
just for record.
Yeah, well, he could have done it. They said, do you have the .com for promotions? He said no.
And they're like,
They said,
sorry, we're
"Fuck
gonna go
off,
with Daniel
Clive."
Craig.
Yeah, he said some asshole that just moved to New York has it.
Squashing dreams. That's all. That's what you're doing over
But
there.
he did okay, so I can't feel bad.
Well, someone took, we have KeithAndTheGirl.com, of course.
Right,
Somebody
yeah,
took the misspelling of KeithAndTheGirl.com.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, KIE.
Yeah, how's it feel, huh, guys?
Well, isn't that
Right.
how Google started? Someone misspelled Google. It wasn't supposed to be Google.
It was going to be Goggle.
Goggle or something like that.
Goggles, yeah. Something.
Both so clever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's Keith and the girls. Now, that could be in case we get another
Hot.
co-host.
Okay.
Who knows?
Hey, oh.
That's me.
wait.
I'm the
You're the
second girl. I bought that.
So, Hamda, I got to ask you, stand-up, have you ever done it?
I did it once to open for Keith on one of those, one of his tapings.
Is this when you were still together? Or is this
No.
post, okay.
No.
Was that a stipulation you had set up in the relationship? Like, if you ever break up, you have to...
No,
Do it.
he's so supportive of any talent that I
What?
have. It's like incredible.
Two women.
Okay.
Look, he really is the mediator. Look at him jump in there. Bullshit.
Danny, no talking right now. So yeah, he's very supportive. I just think doing the show 5 days a week, and I didn't do stand up before we started the show, makes me really nervous. I just let things fly out of my mouth. So to be prepared and to stand there, like sometimes I'll do versions of stand up, but I know I can't say it's stand up. Like, I'll get off stage, I'll host something, and they're like, "Oh, were those jokes that you planned?" And I'm like, "I think so. I have the gist of it. I know where the joke is going to land. So I've done it, but I can't say that I've tried to be a stand-up."
Gotcha. All right.
That was such a lengthy, shitty answer.
Yeah, but it was the truth,
A
right?
long way to say no.
You've done like storytelling though. Do you count storytelling as stand-up? You've done a bit of that.
They were hilarious. No, I did.
I guess that counts these days, right? Storytelling.
With these fucking.
I was really funny in my Al-Anon meetings. I fucking killed.
I just got unfriended by 1,000 people on Facebook. You're like, storytelling, what? No, storytelling is obviously
It's great.
an avenue. Yeah, comedy's comedy, funny's funny. That's it. Bottom line.
I want to. I want a little more time, and I want to try stand up. I like being like the lone wolf on stage.
Sure.
And, you know.
Well, you have plenty of comedian friends that come on the show all the time, so I could only imagine that you get some pointers from some legit talent.
Yeah, and they've offered it. They've been really nice and supportive as well. I feel like I could also cut the line a little bit because we met some stuff, so I don't have to go complete open mic for as long as another person, but that's not a reason to fuck up people's shows.
Yeah. Keith, for you, anything off limits stand-up wise? Anything you won't touch or you think should be off limits when it comes to comedy? Or can you find funny in anything?
Let's see. Nigger rape, I'm thinking. No, I think anything.
Anything?
Yeah.
Could you go on stage like right now and do Baltimore jokes? Riot jokes tonight?
I need 5 minutes to think, so give me 5 minutes.
Wait, was that you? Is this Riotcast did the Baltimore thing? That was your guys' fault.
Sure. Yeah, I don't think. No, for nothing would be too soon. No, I think you're not going to want to hear Baltimore jokes in 2 months. Unless you're going over riots or police in general someday. Yeah, if you're asking would it be too soon, not to me. I remember saying a Batman theater shooting joke that day or the next day. No, it's not too soon. You just got to have a little bit of a heart. I don't at the victims when I tweet out a joke.
All right.
Well, that's something.
Right. So I think I do know where the line is. With that said, I
Cross it
I
frequently.
can't think of something that's off limits.
What about you, Danny? Anything off limits for you? No.
No, man. I thought there's a lot of stuff I thought I'd take to the grave with me, and then I needed stage time, and I just opened up about
Yeah.
I did stand up naked a couple weeks ago.
What?
opening
Oh,
for
that Creek in the
Keith.
Cave show?
No, that's a show where everyone's naked. I was the only one naked.
Okay.
And that was awesome. That was so much fun.
He did a great job. Yeah.
Oh, you guys were there for that, so you can't
Yeah, it was
unsee it.
That's how he got the job. I mean, we were doing Keith's stand-up taping, and what did we say? You were like, "Can I be naked?" And
My girlfriend Rosa was talking about she did a naked stand-up show.
my girlfriend Rosa.
I have a girlfriend
Yeah, what a-
everybody
Oh my God.
Yeah, what a bragger. Jesus
Rosa.
Christ.
Hey, anybody buy my girlfriend Rosa.com? Because I really need it because I totally have one.
I was wondering what that big life-size cardboard cutout was over
Be
here.
cool
This
to Rosa.
fucking girl.
She's very sensitive.
Jesus Christ.
You never met her because she's from another country, but we totally do it all the time.
Look, Canada has
She's
a
a
lot
model,
of
she's
supermodels.
always-
She's from Canada?
No, she lives in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
long
So
distance.
very
but-
uppity.
Yeah,
Is it very
she-
uppity.
Yes.
You got an MIT bitch.
Who knows?
up in
Well,
there.
Oh, she's like super smart. We're
Oh, she probably is, yeah.
it's
Of
great.
course, she wicked smart.
she does like pocking the caw in the wicked smart people's lobster
Can you hand me my
shacks.
credit card? I gotta get my credit card.
No joke. She is a neuroscientist.
Oh, wow.
At MIT.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I'm
Sure.
sure she totally just loves Danny and isn't testing him constantly.
Do you guys then, Keith and him, but do you think that he's just a
guinea pig for her.
yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like he's a project.
Totally.
Right?
Hey man, pussy's puss.
I love this, even if it's robotic.
I woken up with a few electrodes taped to my chest, but I was still naked.
It
so-
makes me try harder.
Yeah.
Oh, hysterical, Ben.
People like Cialis, I'll tell you what, you get electrodes. And
Oh boy.
Yeah. So you have a girlfriend, Rosa.
Oh yeah, so she was talking. Oh, thank you. I forgot for a second. She was talking about how she did a stand-up show naked, and then it just from there, you guys asked me if I'd like to do that opening for Keith.
Is that how you guys connected? You guys did,
Yeah,
both did naked shows, and you're like, oh my God, we should marry.
It's not like the reason, but subconsciously, probably that's what was drawing us to each other.
Is this real tape on your glasses, by the way? For the people that can't see or just listening, Danny's wearing glasses, and I meant to point this out yesterday, which I don't have to point it out. It's clearly on his head. He's got
But
the
it's
old
clear
school
tape, bro.
job
But it's
on
not
the
in the
side
middle.
of
It's
his
on the
glasses.
side. It's on
Yeah.
the side. not in the
And
middle.
I remember having to do that in grade school because my parents couldn't afford new glasses. So.
Yeah, but buddy, his is on the side. That's what all the millennials are doing now.
Oh, okay.
So is that kind of like basketball players
tape's
wear the
on
black
fleek.
stripe on their jersey, so somebody passed, so you
it's,
put.
it's like the tattooed tear
Yeah.
of a gangster. Yeah, totally.
Well, speaking of Rosa, we were playing Dominatrix. and
if you recall from earlier, folks, I have a girlfriend, totally. Rose is her name, and
Already-
that's her real name.
Already making a callback from 5 seconds
yeah,
ago.
exactly. I don't know if that counts as a callback.
It's more of a continuation.
And so we were playing a game where she was, trying to get me to make sounds with her mouth and my body parts, and I was not allowed to make sounds. And at one point, she kind of slapped my glasses off my face, and
Sure.
then she's like, "Oh, they're broken." And I was like, "Is this a trick to get me to talk so you can hit me with your dildo?" She never hit me with dildo.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
She's
so
going
then-
to now.
And then she taped them up for me. 'Cause She
Nice.
fixes her mistakes.
And that's
She
the lesson.
dots her I's, crosses her T's. Scientists are always all about the details.
Punches me in the ass, and her thesis
Who's
is
to say
half
what
done.
happens everywhere?
Oh man, are you gonna wipe your ass with her degrry at one point? Are
Never.
you gonna...
That would be disrespectful, Matt.
But if she wanted to, it's her right.
if she demands me to. In the class
Submissive.
case and everything, I guess I have.
He's being
choice.
controlled right now. Like this isn't even Danny
Yeah,
thinking. Oh, I love it. Cool.
I love it too. It's great
Well-
being in a relationship.
Which I am.
Lest anyone forget.
With Rosa.
Just Danny, just save your receipts. All right,
Yeah,
save your
right?
receipts.
I am totally in a relationship.
Yes.
All right, well, guys, thanks for coming by, and
Thanks for
it
having
was
us.
nice to have
Thank
the second half on our court, I guess. We did two halves here, and congrats on all the success with the podcast, and
10
give
years.
everyone the lowdown because you guys got VIP packages now. You have other people having shows. Like recent guest we had on the podcast was Mike Kaplan, and he
He's
of
on
course
the
is a
network.
part of your guys' network. So, what else is going on? Any future plans? Any more expansion?
Yeah, we're actually planning a tour. We want to go like on a tour bus, document it, see what comes of it. Danny's going to come on with us. My
that's
husband
great.
Lauren is coming, and it should be an incredible. Mike Kaplan is coming with us. Catherine Heller, Michael Fox. That should be a blast. But any information you can find on KeithAndTheGirl.com. We'd love for people to go to iTunes and give us a chance. Probably listen to 3 shows before you get in the mood for our cadence. But Keith and the Girl is the name of the show. You can find it anywhere at Keith and the Girl. Facebook is Keith and the Girl.
There's plenty of episodes.
Yeah.
You can also check out zenuforever.com. I still have that one.
What's the guy's name? Maskovich. He's coming after you,
Right.
right? Yeah.
That the new movie
David
should make me rich.
I bought GoingClear.com 10 years ago.
I feel like you own GoMommy.com. Do you own that one too? The
No,
sister site to.
I didn't know. I either get it or I don't. I didn't have time for the clever shit.
That's why I got so much money for Hotmail.com, Keith.
That reminds me of the story. Kumail Nanjiani told me to get more traffic to the laugh button, I should buy CNN.com and just direct all the traffic to the laugh button.
Yeah.
That was his solution for how to get more viewers of the laugh button.
It's a
Thanks,
thought.
Kumail.
He thinks he really had that Silicon Valley money.
Yeah. He was like, here's the plan. I'm like, okay, thanks. That's great.
20 years ago when you bought Bill Cosby's 50th Victim.com, I'm sure you didn't expect that to pay off, but in like a month, that's going to be huge.
Yeah,
Danny just went from open mics to feature acts.
Oh, thank you. By shitting all over another comic.
Yeah, I'm almost crossing my fingers. I'm like 4 more victims.
Right, I know.
Is that what he's up to now? 46?
He's over 40.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, man.
On that note,
He hasn't been proven to have been there.
you know what, you guys, pudding really tastes great. I mean, come on, give the guy a break. By the way, did we mention at Danny Hatch?
Oh, yeah.
That's me.
Tell him how you feel about those jokes.
And man, again, pussy's pussy. So
Unbelievable. All right. Well, guys, good to see you again. Thanks for swinging by.
Thank you.
thanks.